You think Bob's Burgers is on DoorDash?
Do they have DoorDash? What is DoorDash?
The
Was that like
Grubhub?
Is that like Uber Eats? Oh, like
Uber
Grubhub?
Eats.
Do they have it in there? Do they have iPhones?
Yeah. They do have phones and stuff, and I'll tell you what. I actually just saw an episode. I believe they reside somewhere near New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
That makes
the
sense.
one episode was about like going to New York,
Yeah.
and safe to say they're in the United States then, going to New York.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Buffalo. Toronto isn't necessarily that far from New York City.
I think they're in Jersey though for some reason. I just do.
You think
And
they're
I'm
in
gonna
Jersey?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume they're in the United States. That means
Well, if they're in Jersey, that means they're in the United
Yes.
States.
So that means they're going through a pandemic. This pandemic with us.
They're in a pandemic.
That means that Bob Belcher probably received a stimulus check. That means that Bob Belcher had to close his restaurant down. That means all he could do was takeout only. Which means,
He was on DoorDash.
is he on DoorDash? Has he ever been on DoorDash?
I don't know, Mike. That's something to talk to Bob Belcher about, a.k.a. Archer. You gotta, if you ask him, I would assume he's on DoorDash. If he's struggling during these times, he's gotta
been
be on DoorDash.
struggling always, though. That's what's crazy.
Oh, he's always
too.
struggling?
Always struggling. And it's crazy because he's got these great burgers.
His burgers are that great?
People go nuts for him,
Well, I never see his restaurant crowded.
which is weird, right?
Really?
Because then when people eat them, they go, "Oh my gosh, it's the best burger I've ever had."
He's not a good advertiser. So maybe Bob's got to get on DoorDash, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. But let's just say, so his company's not doing that well, even though he makes good burgers?
Makes the best burgers, but still they're
Yeah,
always struggling.
My point is that he might not be surviving this pandemic then. Like, if no one knows about him without pandemic, why would they know about him when they don't leave the house? Especially
Is
if he's not
Bob's
on...
Burgers closing?
It might be, yeah. The writers are writing in the pandemic right now. They're like, oh crap, he wouldn't make it through it, so they got to write him out. He's collecting unemployment as we speak. Poor Bob. He had such a good burger company, I guess. I never watched the show.
Oh, it's the best show.
Yeah,
The
it
best.
is.
My favorite.
It's your
My
favorite.
favorite show.
More than anything?
Anything.
Seinfeld.
Bob's Burgers.
South Park.
Bob's Burgers.
Wow, that's a pretty big fanboy over here.
Yeah. It's just crazy though that I'm concerned though because I hope he is on DoorDash and I hope his business is booming right now. Because
Have you checked? Do you have DoorDash?
I don't.
Go check and see if he's on it.
I should because
Also,
it would
listen,
be-
we're not too far from Jersey. I mean, I guess we just gave away our location a little bit, but we could go support him if he's in Jersey.
Yeah.
You don't even know where he's at. How good of a marketer is he? How good of a businessman is he? It's like you don't even know where he's at.
I mean, I think that's the beauty of his business, though.
That's the beauty of his business?
His burger's so good, he knows he doesn't have to do any of that.
Well, clearly that's not the case. He knows if he's going under during this pandemic, he needs help. He's got to say where he's at. If he's in like Tom's River or Edison, he's got to mention it. He's got to mention it, especially if you're near New York. All the New Yorkers who are stuck in a pandemic, they can't hang in Manhattan. They'll gladly drive south to North Jersey over there.
I just hope he's doing
It's
all right
unbelievable.
out.
I hope he's doing all right too, but you never know. But he can always go to his double life. He's also Archer. So, and Archer's doing okay during the pandemic.
Okay,
I think they were in space last time we heard of them. So they're doing all right.